Question 1259. Remove two of the following and all their work from history. George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, or James Cameron? Who do you pick?
I like this one, Dave. This is a nice question. Finally,
it has to be two of them, not just one.
Yeah.
You've actually done a good question. Help me.
I mean, you can put it the other way as to which one's work do you save.
So I have to remove two.
Yeah.
And they're deleted from history forever, and they've never happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's going to be hard, I think.
Can I have the options again, please, while these people are talking? Just
George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, James Cameron.
Oh my gosh, this is a jolly tough one.
Nerdy says Spielberg and Cameron can go.
Oh, see, I was going to say keep Spielberg, lose the other two.
Yeah, well, okay. I think we can all agree that Cameron is the first one out.
Cameron is probably the first one out, yes.
Well, Yandere says Lucas, stick of Star Wars.
Now, okay, if Spielberg and Lucas didn't get together, if we get rid of either one of them, that probably means we didn't get the fourth Indiana Jones movie, so that's a big win.
You know, wars are going to be fought over this question, Dave.
It's a good thing Badger's not here.
I know.
You know what? You've broken my head.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Gonna go for it. Says Trump and Giuliani. They don't get to go. You get to keep them regardless, just for free. Nerdy says we need Lucas so Disney can take over and Badger can get angry.
Can I cheekily, in a cheeky way, rearrange the question slightly and add a fourth person?
No.
Here's the problem you got with this question. Steven Spielberg does a lot of work with George Lucas, including some work with Star Wars, some work with Indiana Jones. Yeah. They work on each other's stuff. So if you get rid of one of them, then you're getting rid of the other one too.
I think for the context of the question, we just have to use the main driver of the work as being responsible.
Okay.
Can we keep them but make them be very poor and make them scrub toilets?
Well, that's what happened to them instead. Sure.
Okay, Stool, you can add a fourth person, but then you need to eliminate three of them.
Oh, God.
I don't like you people.
I really like Aliens. I like that. I like the first Alien. I like the second Alien. I did not care for the rest of the films because he just ends up having terrible, terrible films after a while. So I would say, okay, just get rid of James Cameron and get Aliens fixed somewhere else. As far as Lucas and Spielberg, Lucas has a lot of good stuff, but I don't know. Since Disney took over, he doesn't actually write anything anymore. So it's like,
I think I'm ready.
You know, I don't know. I think I love Indiana Jones. I love different Star Wars films, but I also like some of the Spielberg stuff, like Jaws. Man, come on, I freaking love Jaws.
Oh yeah, that's why this question is so.
I would say keep all three of them and just get rid of Woody Allen.
You can't. Right.
So I'd say probably kick George Lucas because Steven Spielberg would steal his ideas and use it anyway. So he'd probably make a better Star Wars, honestly. But George Lucas really did good with American Graffiti. That was a fantastic film. And then it just, he did the Star Wars thing and didn't do anything else other than that.
This is the toughest question I've ever faced in my life.
But Spielberg probably would have had some.
Did you see Kaz's question in the side chat, by the way? Would you lose all of LucasArts games, though?
That's okay.
You don't mind that?
I like some of the games, but a lot of them are just... it's kind of like the Batman series.
Hail Lucas Doom to all lesser directors. Godless Sewing says, George Lucas and James Cameron because Star Trek is better anyway. Godless Scummer says, if we get rid of James Cameron, does that mean the Titanic didn't sink? Sam says, who came up with this question? They should go. I think I wrote this question.
Oh, gosh.
Micro
Yeah,
Raptor says-
actually, I'd like to ask a question.
Go on.
Who comes up with these shitty questions?
Various.
Because
Various
there's no way in hell. I know you're bored and you can't work out how to get a Tesco
Hey,
delivery.
Dave, I have a proposition
seriously.
for you. I have a proposition for you. Let me write questions for one of your episodes and then don't tell anybody that I wrote it. And we'll see over the next 5 or 6 episodes if they can guess which one I wrote questions for.
Go for it.
It'll all be about genitals.
There
She's
are
obsessed.
rules
No.
about the questions, though, I have to give you. But like,
Okay.
I'll message you with them.
Actually, Dave, you should make that a general thing. You'll put it out on Twitter that,
Well, I rely on people giving me
Hey,
questions.
Yeah, well,
Hey,
everybody
Dave.
could submit
Dave.
questions and people
Stu,
get points
every
for it.
time
They
you
can
say the
guess
word-
whose question it was.
Still,
Dave,
every
you know
time you
how
say the
much I
word
really
genitals,
love you.
every time
What?
you say genitals, I
You
think
know
you're
how
talking
much I
about my
love
height.
you. And
Still, can you see that
adore
other
you.
people are talking right now? You need to wait your
No.
turn. Manners.
got a lag.
Manners. I'm going to tell your mama. Yes, Jenny, what were you saying?
I was just mentioning to Stu that every time he says the word genitals, I think he's talking about my height.
I don't get that joke. Can somebody explain that one to me, please?
No, I don't think so. Anybody can explain it to me.
No, you must suffer in ignorance.
Right. Micro Raptor says, Cameron made the Transformers movie right. I can do without those.
Oh, God, yes.
Julie
who
says,
is that? Who is that director?
Julie says, Junk Shop here on Julie's tab. Don't forget the Piranha 2 The Spawning.
Dave.
Stool, you're ready, are you?
Dave.
Wait, was Piranha
David,
2 the
David,
one where they
poo-poo.
became flying fish?
I think so.
You know how you were saying that you let your fans send in questions?
Yes.
Oh, Dave.
You have
You're
a
not a
very
fan.
small hand stool.
They're very delicate.
They are. You should
Yeah,
get
but
you should get like a gentleman's manicure and get them nice and cleaned up.
Yeah, but I've got big feet, which means something that's
Then it's really awkward, and it must be probably
What
lopsided.
size do you count as big
Maybe,
feet?
maybe some,
Finding shoes must be
maybe
a
some
bitch.
acrylics. Get some acrylics.
What size are big
I
feet?
hate
I was
all
just
of
thinking
you.
that smaller hands are better for putting into the puppets.
Yeah, you would
You
think.
can't
Yeah.
judge scale on a camera. This is actually 1 foot in length.
You just got a tiny head.
Yeah. my head is the size of a pea, but I've got big hands.
That means the brain is the size of the tip of my pen here. This really nice pen.
Explains a lot, doesn't it?
Still, do you have an answer to the question?
I can't answer this because it's really complicated. Can I add one? Can I please not add one more person to the equation?
You can
Please,
add
please,
one.
please.
You can do what Purple says. You can add one more person, but you've got to get rid of 3.
Damn it. Okay, Lucas needs to go
Yeah.
because he got lucky. After he got lucky, he was just a grifting piece of nonsense. I want to add Gene Roddenberry to the equation because he's a pile of lazy, wanking filth.
He is,
He's-
but he created Star Trek.
He did create Star Trek.
Well, we have to keep them. If they create something,
Problem
we
is
have to keep-
Gene Roddenberry was an arsehole.
Ah,
he was a
Now,
massive asshole.
No, that's one I will debate you on, and we will need to set up a time for an extended debate on that.
You're right. Fair enough.
Okay, I'm going to be. What's the word where you upset people?
Stupid.
Stool.
Controversial?
That's it.
You're gonna be
stool.
like, you're gonna be stool. You're gonna act like yourself.
I'm going to do a stool, and because I wasn't given enough choices to play with, I'm going to say Lucas. I'm sorry, but I've got to say it because he created something really wonderful, but he's a massive cock.
stool pid.
Stupid.
That's what Doorknob Head said.
I think we need to keep Lucas, but we need to stop him from producing anything after about 1990.
Oh God.
I'd say after 1976, to be honest, but that's just me. Controversial.
Oh,
Don't sue me.
shut up, you.
Ring, ring, ring.
Well, you know, because I do
Banana
think that
phone.
the original Star Wars trilogy
How-
was an important influence on many other people who came after.
Exactly.
Right. Santi says, can we kill Cameron slowly and keep Lucas and Spielberg? You can kill
Why do
Cameron
people not like Cameron? Can you explain this to me, please?
He's got really crappy films. I mean, he's had a few couple good ones, but a lot of them are
I'm
trash.
really only familiar with the one with the blue ladies with the long dangly things.
Aliens. He did that. That's good. After
Well,
the
that's
second
good
Aliens,
stuff,
everything
isn't it?
else is crap. I mean, it's just like,
Well,
All right.
but isn't that generally the
Okay,
case
I
that,
get you.
anything beyond the second movie in any franchise is usually crap?
I mean, but a lot of his films are crap too.
Well,
The
yeah,
ones
it's not just
outside
the
of that.
franchise. It's just like outside of that franchise, his films in general just suck ass.
I mean,
Okay.
Avatar. I wanted.
Yeah.
Oh God, I wanted to put my head through the wall. I'm
So you're
just
not
like,
looking
this
forward
is
to the
just-
sequel?
No, I'm not going to sit
Why
through
would they-
that.
There's a
Why would they
sequel?
do a sequel?
Why would they make a sequel?
Oh God.
Not
I
only
have
is
to
there a sequel, I think there's another 3 planned, I think.
Yeah, it's like sitting there watching somebody else play a really boring video game, and you
Yeah.
can't make them stop. That's what
Yeah, like
Avatar
the
felt
movie.
like.
Yeah, Avatar was really pretty, but it didn't really have much of.
Well, no, here's
plot.
the thing, right? I was listening to something about Avatar, about the fact that, right, name a character. The best-selling film in the last ever, the most made
Yeah,
the
you
most
can't
money
do it.
ever. Name a character.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Avatar would have even got as much people talking about it if a lot of people weren't thinking it was connected with The Last Airbender.
Yeah,
That's that.
That's
See,
true.
I
There
find
was an
that
awful
actually I find that actually slightly awkward because I can actually name at least the first name of one of the characters from Avatar.
Go on.
Oh, there is a character in the film. I do not remember which character it is, but one of the characters is called Jake.
Yeah.
I'll have
Okay.
to take your word for it.
No, he's
I
right.
I
don't-
don't know.
I don't know what an airbender is.
That's
don't need
because
to know.
you're 72.
Right.
Well, there are various different types of bender, and so I figure it's just
Oh.
another one.
Jeff says if we get rid of Cameron, we can still have the first Alien film.
Oh, okay, that's right, because it was Ridley Scott's. That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh yeah, so we could kill the directors, but we could keep their first important, brilliant films. After
No,
we've
no,
seen
not
their
if they
first
do.
No.
film, then we
What's
can
the
kill
next
them.
question? Has everybody?
Okay, what
Wait, no, we
what
haven't
if
done this one.
instead of killing them, we just severely maim them and therefore only erase half of their works?
No, that's not the question. Look, if you want to submit questions, you're welcome to.
Now, what if we were to kill them, but then perform CPR or whatever? And we
No,
don't want
there's
them
not
back?
that. You're not killing them. You're erasing them from history.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Did you
So
just
it's
say
like a
we
Back
could
to the
submit
Future thing.
questions?
Yes,
I'm
Okay.
interested in this theory.
you keep
I
saying.
would like to subscribe to your newsletter.
Would
How
you?
does one go about such
You
a thing?
subscribe to me on Twitter. And just
Oh
watch
my
the people I
God.
reply to often. There's a stool among them. Just avoid that guy.
Yeah. Golly.
Uh,
Ew, you talk to
So-
a stool? That's gross.
He claims to
Yeah.
be stable.
Ugh.
He's the neighborhood stool. Everybody puts their butt on him.
I mean,
You're not
that's what he's into.
Sarah,
Huh?
who goes?
Can I just say who I would keep?
Yes, sure.
I would just keep Lucas because that's the one that's had the most impact on my life.
Okay.
That's fair.
That's good.
Sam.
Answer.
I think, from what I know of them as people, I would probably want to keep Spielberg, but in terms of me still existing, I probably have to pick Lucas because I am well aware that that is one of the things that was considered satanic that ended with me leaving Christianity.
Oh gosh, I'd forgot you were a weirdo. Oh my god, I'd forgotten about that. So
You're
Forgot I was a
nice.
weirdo.
I forgot you were a
Think-
weirdo.
How do you forget I'm a weirdo? I've been around for like an hour.
Wow.
No, I'm referring to the things that you told me. Wow. This
I
guy
am aware.
actually lives very near to me, and I
Yes.
was not aware of the weirdness.
Have we got the next question? How many questions are
Wait,
left?
who did everyone else answer? I don't think Jenny did, but
Yeah.
how many questions are left? It's not a matter of how many questions are left. I have 100 or so questions in my list.
Ah, okay.
What I do is
I
I
The
go
can't-
next
into
one.
I liked Scientism Mel's answer about Spielberg because I think Jaws is an absolutely brilliant work of art. And
It's in my top 10. Jaws is
so
in my top
I
10.
can't get rid of Spielberg.
Yeah, but Jaws has also induced a severe shark paranoia that really has been damaging to the ecosystem.
Peter Benchley, who wrote Jaws, he actually works in shark conservation and has for a while.
Yeah, he said after the movie was made, he regretted it.
I mean, it's a great film, but yeah, he's correct on the fear that caused. But
I'm going to
there's
award
the biggest
this
issue
question-
with the biggest issue with sharks is overseas with shark fin soup. That's the biggest concern.
I'm going to award this question a stonking 13 stool points. I like this question, Dave. This is a Bobby Dazzler of a question.
It's
You
very
may
It's
now
a Bobby
continue.
Dazzler of a question.
In it.
All
governor.
right, governor.
If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.